and welcome to your daily love reading for Thursday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 5 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to connect with the energy around you, your person, your journey. Now, they have given me a number sequence again today. I feel they are communicating right now through numbers. The universe is communicating to you and also your counterpart is communicating to you. And they're giving me the number sequence 182. So what I'm actually feeling with this number, it's more about the timings than anything else. So number 1 is about new beginnings. Number 8 is about the things you're manifesting, the abundance, the magical things. And 2 is about partnership. And what I'm really feeling is between January just gone and August, there is a portal open for change. So you're going to see a lot of rapid change. You're going to see a lot of transformation happening within you, within them, within the circumstances on the situation. And there's another timeline, another portal opening between August and February to bring that union in. So you've got timelines for change and union. So if you've seen the number sequence 182 and you're wondering why, it's reminding you to have patience and trust in the timings of your journey. And that's why Archangel Metatron has been coming through very strongly saying, you must have faith in this. It's all in God's plan. Now, I feel right now your person is getting very, very angry and triggered by their physical world, especially if they are still holding themselves back from decisions or making changes, if they are still stuck in toxic cycles. They may be getting very, very angry and frustrated, and they may take this out on walls. So what they show me is punching a wall. So I'm not saying they're all doing this, but I feel some of them have gone outside and actually punched a wall physically, and they may have hurt themselves. Or they may do boxing. Now, I connected with this yesterday with boxing. They may be punching a punching bag, or they may be punching a pillow, or doing some other kind of physical activity, like maybe running or doing some kind of exercise down the gym, to be able to get this energy out of them. And it doesn't matter whether they are a guy or a girl, they are feeling frustrated. They're feeling frustrated, they're feeling angry at themselves, they're feeling angry at life, they're feeling lots of crazy, intense emotions. And it's about what they're dealing with and what they're going through. So what the angels are guiding me to do today is bring in some pretty crazy decks. So I'm going to bring in what's the news, I'm going to bring in what's the tea, and I'm going to bring in the true emotional cards. And these cards will really get to the nitty-gritty of what the karmic things are, the dark things, the struggles that are going on, and what they're feeling inside. And obviously what you're struggling with as well. I'm going to bring in the Masculine Ego Struggles and Healing by Sandra, and we're going to connect with what you're healing and what they are healing and what's been healed on the journey. And I'm going to bring in my deck, the Divine Masculine Distraction Oracle, to see what else is going on. So let's see what's happening. I feel this is going to be an intense one, so strap in for the ride. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So what are you healing right now? What's your lesson? And I feel it's definitely patience, but patience isn't about waiting around or looking at your watch. It's about acceptance, moving into harmony with yourself and finding peace. So that's your lesson, okay? So what's their lesson? What's their current lesson right now? I feel it's that one. And there's 2 here as well moving at the front of the deck, getting my attention. What's the message around the journey? What's the lesson for both of you? Thank you, angels. Let's just see what that is. Look at that soul. So I feel I need to take that because that kind of got my attention. So the soul journey. So what's the message for you, or what's the energy around you? 2 cards, okay. 2 cards flying out here. One I can barely pick up there. What's the message or the guidance or the energy around them right now? A few cards, wow. Taking them, there's a few, but I'm going to take them because it's things that they are healing and distracted by and dealing with. What's the energy around the journey? 1 card, okay? So with the What's the Tea deck, and these 3 decks are all from Amazon, okay? So what's the message for you, or what's the energy around you? Okay, taking them. What's the energy or the message around them? What are they dealing with or struggling with? And what about the journey right now? What's going on with the journey? There we go. And with the true emotional card, so what's the energy around you? Look at that, jumping straight out. Flying straight out for you. There we go. Okay. What's the energy that's coming through around them? What's the energy around them? Look how these are coming out very clear. Very clear. Any other cards? I feel this one's getting my attention here. Is it going to go back in? No, it's coming out. There we go. And the energy around the journey. Look at that. Wow. So what's the energy with the what's the news cards? So what's the energy around you? What's the energy around you right now, or the message around you, or what you're dealing with or working through? One card. What's the energy around them? And what's the energy around the journey today? Okay, very clear, coming out very quick, okay? So there may be some crazy cards in here, and I always get excited when I use these kind of crazy decks as well to see what comes up, because this journey can be crazy at times. So the first card is, this is what you're learning. You're learning to trust them to find their way. So remember, and they're giving me the need to calm your energy down, the need to relax, the need to breathe. When your heart starts speeding up, when you feel anxiety, when you start stressing, thinking, I don't know what's going to happen. So you go into the fear, the uncertainty. So you're learning that they need to find their way. Now remember, I've been speaking about this. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And the angel's saying right now, you can't even lead the horse to water. You've got to let the horse find its own way. So you've got to let your person find their way in their life, in their career, in their soul, because they're being guided to you. So you've got to let things unfold in their life. Let them find the way to you. So one moment you feel like you can see the light, and you'll feel that way. One moment you'll feel like, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I know where I'm heading on my path. I know where I'm going. And then the next day, or the next instance, the next moment, you may feel like there's just darkness again. I don't know what I'm doing. So this is what you're overcoming right now. Those moments where you go into fear, or you go into uncertainty or anxiety, and you lose your faith, and you start doubting the journey. Maybe you start questioning this whole thing, saying, is this person even my twin flame? So you go into fear, or you feel foolish or scared. So don't give up. The angels say, don't give up. And you're saying, I won't give up though. I know this is real. I will continue. So the message here is continue. Don't give up. Keep going. Because they are going to find their way back to you. You're trusting them to do that. And you're finding your way back to your true self, which ultimately leads to you and to God and to your person, because you're learning to surrender. So your journey is to trust that they will find their way, and you're being guided. Now we've got cars and instant pictures coming through the distraction deck here. So you may see cars. Now cars are a huge sign of speed and movement. So if you're seeing fast cars, if you're seeing, or you're seeing specific cars that are fast, like I went out the other day and I saw a Ferrari. And I saw a Ferrari actually parked up as well a few days before that. And then I saw someone driving a Ferrari. Now, where I live, you don't normally see Ferraris, okay? So it was a sign of speed. Ferraris are very fast cars. Now, obviously, they are also a sign of riches and manifesting riches, but it's also a sign of speed. And I feel this is what I'm being guided to share with you, because you may start seeing fast cars, and it's a sign of speed. Like if you see motorbikes, it's a sign of speed. So you know that things are speeding up. It says the need for speed and satisfaction. Okay, now there is a film called The Need for Speed, I think. But what they give me is in Top Gun, when they say you feel the need for speed. So these maybe things that also resonate with your journey in some way. Top Gun, the film, or maybe the need for speed may resonate in some way. But you know that they are craving you, because you're the one that gives them satisfaction very quickly. Whether that's when they look at you and you feel that. And I feel that's what I've got here. You've got instant pictures. So I feel that they are looking at you when they need instant satisfaction. So they may be checking you out on social media, they may be watching you, and you're picking up on that. So if you feel like, I'm sure they're watching me, I can feel it, I can sense it, they are, because they want to feel instant satisfaction. And also, instant pictures is the need to be seen. And you may feel right now like you're not being seen. You may feel a need to be seen. You may feel like, oh, I'm being ignored or ghosted. And that's not true. And maybe you're sharing pictures on your social media to be seen, so you get instant gratification. You put a picture on social media and then people like it, comment on it, and you get seen. So you may be doing that to bring in a healing in some way, or, to feel good about yourself. But what I'm actually connecting with this is, and some of you may even be driving a car, or you may be changing your car or buying a new car, or maybe you're manifesting a car, and you may have pictures of that on your vision board as well. I feel someone is manifesting that. But what I'm feeling is, when they feel they need to be satisfied, they're looking at pictures of you very quick, instantly, to receive satisfaction. And you're feeling that, and that's going to speed things up. So they are definitely watching you. So I feel they're watching you either on social media, or they are looking at pictures they have on their device of you. Now we've got bad karma. So you know that anything that feels like karma or bad karma is going to go back to sender. So if you feel like someone's sending you any form of bad karma, then just know that God sees all. So I feel this is for those of you who may feel like someone's doing black magic on you, or you may feel like someone's sending bad mojo or bad vibes to you. Instead of saying send that back to the sender, okay, say I release anything negative and I send this to God for transmutation. I send this to heaven for healing and transmutation. And then you're not sending bad vibes to anyone, whether someone's sending bad vibes to you or not. This is about knowing that everyone gets their karma, whether it's good karma or bad karma. So if someone's sending you bad vibes or bad karma or bad energy, they'll get it back. So you don't need to be a part of that. Don't take it personally. Just shield yourself, cleanse your vibration and your energy. And maybe you're feeling that something's happening to you because it's bad karma, or it's because of something that's been done, or something you've done in the past. And it isn't bad karma. Okay, everything happens for a reason. Because I feel this is like the people, those of you who may be saying, oh, I'm being punished, or it's not happening because of this or this. And it isn't. It's in divine timing. Really, you've hit the jackpot. This journey, you've got to see it that way. You've hit the jackpot on this twin flame journey, because you're experiencing a love that nobody else can even, pinpoint or experience. It's like, obviously, what I'm saying is, you're experiencing a love that's so potent and so powerful and so amazing that people crave that. So you've hit the jackpot. People may be looking at you and thinking, oh, poor you. And this could be naysayers. Poor you, you're single, you haven't got anybody, you believe you're a twin flame, whatever. But you've hit the jackpot, because what you've got coming to you is going to be an amazing win. It's a win-win for you either way. This is like, when you put a bet on a horse, for example, and you put it on either way and it wins, it's a win-win. So I'm seeing this as a win-win. And you're hitting the jackpot here. So the only bad karma is the things that people are sending out, or, it's everything will be restored. That's what I'm feeling. So you're hitting the jackpot. Now, this is also a huge sign of you increasing your abundance. You may win some money. Maybe you're playing a slot machine, or you put a bet on something, you win. Maybe you're playing bingo and you win. But you're being shown that you're winning. So I feel you're going to see the number sequence 888. Now, remember, I've got the number sequence 182. But if you're seeing 888, this is that you're being shown that you're about to have a huge win in your life. Because when you trust them to find their way, when you stop trying, when you stop forcing things, when you start allowing everything to manifest naturally and happen naturally, then that's when they find their way and everything falls into place. And that's when you start winning. It says winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. So there's going to be unexpected communication, unexpected things coming in when you let go. And some of you are going to get promotion. You're going to win some money. There could be some riches coming to you. So have faith in that. And we got drama start. So if you feel like someone's starting drama, then move away from that energy. You don't need to involve yourself in this. We've also got drinking, toxic lifestyle. We've got phony trickster illusions. If you're feeling like there's anything around you that's causing you a problem, take yourself out of the equation. So I feel, first of all, some of you may be releasing toxic things. So you may be releasing drinking alcohol. You may be quitting alcohol. Maybe that was your New Year's resolution, or something you're working on this year, or a party lifestyle. You're moving away from that. Maybe this is who you used to be. I used to be this person years and years and years ago. And then I quit drinking when I was 30. And that's, I'm 49 this year. That's like nearly 19 years ago. Because I knew it was toxic to me. And it wasn't working for me because I knew when I was drinking, it would create drama and I would perhaps start drama. So I feel this is you moving on away from or on from any drama. And that's also because you're finding your way. You're finding your way back to you. So you're moving away from any kind of drama or anyone who starts drama, especially when they are drinking. And, also if your person is drinking, they may start drama. They may be starting an issue. They may be getting jealous. They may be saying things, and you're being protected. So remember, you're always being protected. And this is about you knowing that you're going to get your happy ever after. It doesn't matter whether people think it's a fairy tale or it's phony or it's a trick or it's an illusion. You know your truth. And there's a firestorm happening here because things are shifting. Now, when I'm connecting with this firestorm energy, because remember they are punching walls and they're feeling angry. So there's a storm brewing and we've got lipstick evidence here. So what I'm definitely feeling is things are coming out into the open. So for example, if they've been seeing you and they were already in a relationship, these things are coming out into the open. Things are coming out and it's a firestorm. So I'm seeing the firestorm as a big tower moment that's coming to move things forward. And this could also be if you're in a karmic relationship, you may well know that it's time to end that. So I feel this firestorm and this lipstick evidence here is a sign of karmic endings. And you're aware that these karmic endings are happening. And some of these karmic endings can be fueled by drinking alcohol. And then the drama starts or the issues start. Or maybe there's an argument that brings it all up. It says court, cheating, betrayal, infidelity. And it says karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown. So I definitely feel this a huge sign of something coming so they can find their way to you and you trusting in this karmic ending. So I'm connected with karmic endings with this. Now the energy around them today, we've got self-acceptance, to stop people-pleasing and to give love back to themselves. So I definitely feel the message here is that a lot of them are people-pleasers. They just go with the flow, especially in their karmic relationships. They just go with things. They try and keep the peace. They people please. They make sure everyone is happy instead of making sure they are happy themselves. So they are being guided to work on self-love, and that comes through self-acceptance. It says, I've always put other people's needs before mine and aim to please others, even if it meant me being unhappy inside. Now understand that you might think, hang on, you don't put my needs first. But understand that's what they know they need to do by putting themselves first, because you are one. So if you feel they're not putting you first, they're not putting themselves first. Understand that. But they may be listening to the family or the karmic partner or doing what's right for the children or other things, the boss or whatever. So they're saying, I've always put other people's needs before mine and aim to please others, even if it meant me being unhappy inside. I'm now learning the importance of putting myself first, and I'm working on letting go of people pleasing. And that's because they're guided to work on self-love. I am learning to love myself in ways I've never known before. And when they learn to love themselves that way, they'll love you in ways that you've never known before, because you are one. So they are learning to listen to their heart, to forgive, to heal themselves, the past, to release the past, and to walk away from certain things, people, and to be there for themselves. This is a completely new phase in their life, but they realise the importance of truly loving themselves, and they're working on it. And it's all happening through self-acceptance. So when you're seeing the storms, you may even see a firestorm, you may see a storm, maybe you see a storm on a show, or there is actually a physical storm. But it's all a sign of change. And as they work on healing their life, they're also working on accepting themselves for who they are and accepting all of themselves, even with some things they've done in the past or sides of themselves they're not proud of. It's a process. So those sides of themselves they're not proud of are perhaps the person who's drinking alcohol, with a toxic lifestyle, causing problems, cheating, messing people around, being a trickster, being phony, wearing a mask, starting drama, maybe some are gambling, they could be attracting bad karma in, and that's the reason why. So they know what they need to do. So we've got gaming for them because they're craving companionship of like-minded beings. And this is also because we crave community as a soul, we crave community. And also when they're gaming online, when they're actually gaming, they become a hero in that game. So they take control of a situation that they may not be able to take control of in the physical world. So they become strong in their gaming. In their game, they're playing, they become the hero. So that's something they also do as well. But they may be talking to people online and connecting in that way. Now, some people connect online and that's how you meet. So, for example, you may connect with your person online. So you may meet through a game, or you may meet through Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or whatever. You may meet online. So I feel this is also about meeting online. So you may have met online and they're thinking about that. But I feel this is more as well about them craving to be around people who get them. So they may have friends online, people they're talking to outside of their physical world. We've got the desire for more. So some of them, not all of them, but some of them will be overeating because they are desiring more in their life. So if they're desiring more and it's not being filled, they'll fill it up in some other way. So that can mean buying things, acquiring more material stuff, accumulation, or eating more. And we've also got fishing because they have the thrill of the catch. So they could be fishing, actually fishing as doing the fishing, going out fishing with friends or whatever they're doing. Well, this is more that they really want to catch you and connect with you and be with you. And they have the thrill of that. So when they're connecting with you, they feel excited. And a lot of them have gone within to explore themselves. So they've gone into their cave. So they may not necessarily be fishing or caving, but I do feel they're spending time by themselves thinking about how they can catch you. Because it thrills them to have you in that way. And we've got YouTube, so they're seeking answers and truth. So they may be going on YouTube to receive answers, to find out what to do, to learn more about the connection. Maybe they're even watching you on YouTube if you've got your own YouTube channel or you connect through YouTube in some way. Or maybe you're connecting through a chat on YouTube in some way. If there's like an online gaming community you're on, or maybe you're watching something that's live in the comments of chat. So this could be, you're watching a channel and you're both on there and you're connecting in that way. So take these cards how they resonate with you. There's a lot of information coming through today. So we've got the need to provide and create a stable life. So they're also, some of them are sorting out their finances. They're busy on their work life, or they're sorting out money because they need more, they want to get more, they want to be financially stable. And a lot of them can be on their phone because they're craving contact with you. So maybe you go on your phone, you think, oh, they're online. Who are they talking to? What are they doing? And they're not actually talking to anyone. They're just scrolling through, or they're just having a look because they're wanting contact with you. They may be acting unbothered, but it's just an impersonation. It's just a mask they're wearing. Okay, remember that. And if they are with someone, that person could resemble you. Okay, but that person isn't you. So this could be someone who dresses like you, looks like you, someone who's acting like you in some way. And you might think they're with someone who's just like me. Why? And it's because they are craving contact with you. Okay, we've got groupie as well. Now, for those of you who are dealing with a celebrity connection, you may be worried about people who are around them. Okay, so they could have a lot of people around them, but it doesn't matter who's around them because they're craving contact with you. They could also be connecting with people on their phone. So again, this could be people on their social media, but they are craving contact with you. So it doesn't matter who they're around or who they're connecting with. They want you. Now, some of them could be in debt. Some of them could be unemployed, or they could be changing jobs, but they're dealing with debt as well. So they could also be on the phone because they're trying to sort debt out. And they're also feeling like crap about that. So they're feeling bad about those things. That's why they could be punching a wall, because they're in debt. They're obligated to other people. They've got a lot going on. Some of them could be dealing with pregnancy or a fake pregnancy. So some karmic partners could actually be lying about being pregnant because they're afraid of being rejected. They can feel perhaps there's an ending coming, a karmic ending, and they are saying to your person, oh, I'm pregnant, and it could be a fake pregnancy, or there's fear around this as well, punching a wall. We've got Queen Bee, secure, confident, career focused, and being a boss. Okay, so this could also be if they are needing to do that, stepping into their power, becoming more confident within themselves. They could seem cocky, like they don't care, they're unbothered, but they're not at all. And this is really how they see you. So this is about how they see you. They're in fear of being rejected by you because you're the queen bee, or you're the king bee, because they see you as someone strong and powerful. And they get swept up in the love, head over heels falling in love with the intense emotions of you. And that's another reason why they push you away or reject you, because they're afraid of being rejected themselves. So I feel that many of them are going through all these things, and that's why they're punching walls. They're stressed out because they may have bad credit. They're stressed out because they're feeling like crap about things they've done. There could be other people around, but they are unbothered by that. And that's what you need to know. Okay, they're not bothered about anyone else, even if someone is trying to be like you or looking like you. And I feel impersonator is also about them wearing a mask. You know, the way they wear a mask and hide the feelings. Well, they know they need to provide and create a stable life, and that may be why they're working on their finances. So the energy around the journey right now is, we remember the soul card was moving at the bottom. It says, I know I'm here to do bigger things and to live a life that's not restricted by my ego. And you know that's true. You know that you're here to do bigger things, and so are they. Things that are not restricted by the ego, by the past, by others or society. You're both learning to listen to your soul as it guides you onto the path you're truly here to walk, the path of healing, freedom, joy, mission and love. And that path leads you back together. And you know that you have to find the right words, and so do they. So they can't seem to find the right words to say to you or how to best approach you, because they have a fear of messing things up. They don't want to say the wrong things again, and that keeps them away. And they are working on trusting themselves and having confidence in themselves when it comes to you, because they don't want to mess this up again. So it will come in time where they'll find the right words. So we've got knitting. They're taking the time to do things right, because it's a soul journey. So they are taking the time to find the right words. Now we've also got my way. If you're thinking, well, why are they doing this their way? It needs to be both of our ways. You know, you might think they're selfish, stubborn, arrogant, or in their ego, but that's also something they want to release and work through. They don't want to be selfish about this. That's why they are taking their time. They don't want to be arrogant. They don't want to be in their ego. They don't want to let their pride get in their way. They want to do it right to express themselves properly. And we got cyberbully. It says you're being bullied online, or they are or have suffered from it. So there may be some issues around the past, like bullying or cyberbullying. I mean, obviously it's different now with all the internet and everything that's going on. But there was bullying at school. Maybe they got bullied at school, or maybe they've gone through something and they felt bullied online or in person, and that's created a wound that they need to heal. Or this can also be how they are affected by certain things. So this can bring up fear of saying the wrong thing. You know, finding the right words, because they don't want to seem like they're being selfish or bullying in any way, or doing the wrong thing. And you're mirroring each other anyway. There's mirroring energy there. And we've got block, spam, call, text. So if they've blocked you, they want to release that block. And that's another reason they may punch walls. They may punch walls if they feel they're being bullied in some way or being pressured in some way. Or maybe they just feel like they're being bullied into things. That could be by a karmic partner or someone in their life. So they may feel like they're people pleasing. Remember, that's their lesson there. So this is also about blocking people, releasing things, letting go. But I feel this is definitely about if you've received a message from that's gone into your spam file, or you've received perhaps a call off a private number or a text you don't know the number of. It's showing you that they're keeping an eye on you. This is a sign of things coming forward. You may even receive a message off someone who's got your person's name, okay, because it's showing you that they are on the way. So be aware of that. We've got brick wall, defense mechanism, guarded hard to reach. So if there is walls up, if there is blocks, if there is things in the way, those things are going to get blasted out of the way. And I am feeling this is why they're punching walls. They show me that very clearly. And they want to come forward and meet up with you, communicate, perhaps go on a date somewhere, share some coffee or share some wine or have a drink together, to be able to bring in the romance and the passion again. So I feel this is a real sign about coming back together. So don't worry if there's walls in the way, blocks. Don't worry if there's bullying going on, karmic situations, whatever it is, whatever you resonate in this reading. And there's a lot of information in this reading, because they've been punching walls. So many of them are mad over different things. So don't worry about pregnancies or anything else, because you're meant to be together. Don't worry about people who may be trying to be like you or getting in the way, because you're being shown that they are finding their way. Everybody will get their karma in their own way. And what your karma is right now is to hit the jackpot, to receive blessings, to receive magic and joy. So if you're seeing a firestorm, it's because you know a tower is coming and change is happening. So if you're thinking, is it ever going to come out about anything? It's all on the way. So big change is happening and you are safe. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.